card? Were you sweating a little bit, before the judges read that?
I went to my corner and my coaches said I won it. You know what I mean? I believe I won the first. He definitely won the second, and I thought I did a lot more in the third to win that one. So I had it 2 rounds to 1. So.
Were you satisfied with it?
I wasn't, man. I thought I could have did a lot better. Bobby's he's probably the toughest opponent I've faced so far. Given his time off, he must have been, steady. I think he trained the hardest, ever for this fight against me, and I definitely could tell that he did train. You know what I mean? So.
What was the kind of the genesis of the weigh-in situation yesterday?
I don't know, man. Like me and Bobby, I consider him as a friend. Hopefully we're still friends after this. It kind of sucks that it went down. We had to fight each other. Maybe it's a misunderstanding because we had the same manager at the time, and but I guess business, you know what I mean? So.
Do you think he was just trying to hype himself up for fighting you when he kind of came at you like that?
Yeah. It's kind of the same approach Dia Casey, you know what I mean? People like that, they have to hype themselves up, to go in there and, fight someone like myself.
Did you guys talk afterwards at all, or was he just out of there?
No, on the way out, we walked together, he talked, no hard feelings, hopefully tonight we can go out and get a drink together.
So despite, you guys getting each other's faces yesterday, there's nothing really between you?
No, I think that was all him. Like, before I even came out, I knew he was going to try to do something crazy, so, I think he was just trying to hype himself up, you know what I mean? So.
What was he saying in the cage? Obviously, Bobby talks a lot when you fight.
Oh, he was calling me a little bitch. He was, he was just like, just doing Bobby. It's all good, you know what I mean? That's what he does, to hype himself up. So.
Does that kind of stuff get at you when you're in there?
No, actually, he had me laughing a couple of times. But it is what it is.
And I know he had his hands out, his arms out, sort of trying to distract you or something. Did that bother you? Or?
No. You know what I mean? Like when I fought, who was it? Tamar. I was doing all this, and in my head I was losing. You know what I mean? So I kind of took the same approach. When he's doing that, he's losing. You know what I mean? So.
He did that, and then you started clipping him a handful of times, like immediately right after that.
Yeah.
He felt it.
Yeah, he definitely felt it. It was a great fight. It was, I think, a bad performance on myself, but a win is a win.
And I know you're still not really happy about that David Tamer fight because you feel like he could have done a lot more. Were you happy that Bobby, though, he came forward and he was here to fight?
Yeah, he was here to fight. That was a fight, so I'm glad I can say I fought Bobby Green. He was making a run at a title shot before he got injured and all that. So.
Where do you think this one puts you in the division? The division's pretty muddled right now at the top.
Man, this division's so crazy. If I go my next fight, I lose, everyone will forget about me. You know what I mean? It's whoever wins the next fight. So it is what it is.
What do you think of when you hear someone like Dana wants Max to come up to your division and basically skip the line and fight for the title? What do you think when you hear that?
He's making the UFC a lot more money than me, so.
What do you have to do to change that so people do remember you?
Get a finish. Bobby was really tough to fight. It's kind of hard to prepare for him because a lot of people don't have his style. You know what I mean? So it was hard to train for him.
I thought you looked good in your UFC career. Obviously, you're real hard on yourself. But what does your best version look like?
I think after my Lando fight, I thought if I would have got a fight, a month later, you guys, you know what I mean? It's like I get a fight 6 months later, I can't get a quick turnaround, you know what I mean? Like,
you prefer that?
I'd rather prefer that, you know what I mean? Because I learned so much from that fight, and then I'm ready to get in there, but it doesn't happen, then, everything goes down, and then I have to restart all over again. So I think the more I can get in there, keep it rolling, the better performance we're going to see out of me.
Could you get a quick turnaround if they asked you? This was a pretty...
I like to fight on the Phoenix card. That's in February, so let's do it.
That seems like a no. You got to be on that, right?
Yeah. Might as well put me on it.
Is there anything you can do to ensure a finish next time out? Training-wise?
No, I train hard, and I don't care who I'm fighting. You know what I mean? It could be if I was fighting a amateur, I'm still gonna train the hardest. It's hard to finish people. You know what I mean? They're in the UFC for a reason, you know what I mean? If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it.
you think fans just need to start, I guess, appreciating?
They do, unless they want to jump in the cage, and then I might be able to get a finish on them, but, so.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Congrats.